The heartbeat of Waterloo lays within its uptown core. There are restaurants, pubs, coffee shops, pizzerias, salons, clothing stores, among all sorts of other mom-and-pop businesses. Entrepreneurs keep the uptown area busy. With 2 universities in the immediate proximity, students have all sorts of places to eat, shop, and relax. Glenn Smith, the owner of Ethel's Lounge, has owned the establishment for over 2 decades.
This June would be 24 years. Since 94.
Born and raised in Kitchener, being a business owner is something that runs in the family for Smith.
Both my parents had a small business together, so I grew up in the environment.
Smith hasn't always run a restaurant, though.
I opened 3 different bars in Kitchener first. I had a wholesale business in Kitchener before that. Had a record store in Hamilton.
There was always one thing Smith really focused on when opening a business.
It all gets down to location. The different locations I had in Kitchener at the time in the 70s and 80s were the right location for that idea at the time.
Ethel's was no exception.
When I came to do Ethel's, this location had everything that I needed at that time for the right price. Lots of parking, which has become more valuable. An area I could build a patio, close enough to students yet far enough away that I don't really rely on them. The locals come in.
Among the staff at Ethel's is one who aspires to be a future entrepreneur. Austin Kiddey dreams of one day opening his own restaurant or eatery and is learning every day what it takes.
I think definitely the most important thing in looking forward is that I kind of observe everyone else and what they're doing and kind of what their mistakes are and what the good things they've done are, and kind of just take a little bit of that from everybody and make it my own.
Being a new entrepreneur presents difficulties and has rewards. New entrepreneur Derek Weinert owns a clothing company called Good Cat Co. that originally started at Humber back in 2016.
I had a thesis project for my business tourism degree.
Weinert chose to come up with a clothing brand.
That's the easiest thing you can do in reality, but it's also one of the hardest things to do because there's so many other people doing it. But I don't personally care about clothing, which I think is the difference. I never have. I always just went for super simple stuff.
Weinert decided to keep the venture moving after graduating, and although his very relaxed, go-with-the-flow mentality may go against the grain of a normal business model, simplicity is plenty.
I never put more than one color on something. If the tank top is bright, why do you need a whole bunch of other bright colors? You can have a simple little insignia on the side.
Derek's brother Mike has had a large role in Good Cat since the beginning.
It was a great idea. I was kind of looking to do a similar thing, and then when he brought the brand up to me, I was like, yeah, like Good Cat, like everything just kind of clicked. So instead of me doing my own thing, him doing his own thing, he had the plan, he had the brand, so it made sense to kind of collab and go from there.
Mike is also an entrepreneur. He started Purple Shark Embroidery, which does all the stitching and embroidery for Good Cat's clothing.
It kind of gave us the creativity and the control to kind of step in and play around with designs and not outsource everything.
The dynamic between them is unique and creates a perfect business marriage.
People helping, like people, I'll help you out, you help me out. Let's all make a bit of money, hopefully, and live happy lives.
That's something Derek can also attest to.
Focus on what you actually like doing, and if you see yourself stressing over something you don't like to do, to me that was, I never did it, but I feel like if you go that path, you're going to end up doing a bunch of stuff you don't want to do.
The Weinert brothers hope to have the same success that Smith has had over the past couple decades.